Good morning, my name's Alan Mayer. I'm a retired Anglican priest, and this is day 21 of my project for providing 365 Bible studies, which take us through the Bible, through its main themes, and trying to explain what's going on. This is day 21, and we are in a series of readings describing disaster stories and natural wonders. And here we are in the first book of Kings, chapter 17, verses 8 to 14. And this is about how a prophet in the Old Testament provided for a drought. Then Yahweh said to Elijah, "I want you to go right away and stay in the town of Zarephath near Sidon. I have ordered a widow there to feed you." So Elijah went, and as he approached the town gate, he saw a widow gathering firewood. "Bring me a drink, please," he said to her. And as she set off, he added, and some bread too, please." She answered, "I swear by the living Yahweh your God that I haven't got any. All I've got left is a handful of flour in a bowl and a drop of olive oil in a jar. I came out to get some firewood so I could go home and prepare what we've got left for my son and myself. It will be our last meal before we starve to death." "Don't worry," said Elijah. "Go ahead and prepare your meal. But first make me a small bread roll, and then prepare the rest for yourself and your son. For this is what Yahweh, Israel's God, is saying: the bowl will not run out of flour, nor will the jar run out of oil, before the day that I, Yahweh, send rain." Now, the Middle East is prone to droughts, so there's no big mystery here. The old Elijah stories come from the tradition that called God Yahweh. They have not been altered much by their final editors. They come from a series of sagas about that prophet that, like many a legend, must have grown in the telling. It probably won't help us much to look for explanations of Elijah's miracles, because we have no access to the sources of these stories to see what's behind them. All we can do is guess where the oil and the flour came from that fed the three of them until the rain came. Back on day 17, we met Melkart, the Baal or lord of the Phoenicians, whose worship was also becoming more prevalent amongst the people of Israel. The Elijah saga is largely about his efforts to revive the worship of Yahweh. Along the way, we meet Yahweh himself in the earthquake we saw on day 17, and here today in this drought. Even today, in the social media, people post stories about unlikely favourable happenings that they either attribute directly to divine intervention, or they simply call them miracles. This is a very human trait, and it has been in our culture, as we see here, for many thousands of years. We easily such things as interventions in our lives from on high and count them as unexpected blessings. Underneath all this lies the foundational belief in existence itself, and the foundation of existence, which is Yahweh, I am that I am, which we call God. Our very existence is the first and greatest miracle of all, and our awareness of this comes a close second. The foundation of our being is the cause of all causes, the foundation of all existence that we, the faithful, call God. Tomorrow, on day 22, we will be looking at another feature of nature that we don't often recognize in the Bible. This one looks very like a tornado. We'll see that tomorrow. See you soon.